And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sports Wrap. We've got a new look here and some lighting difficulties. This is our new look for Sports Wrap. If we can get a better view of it here. We've got a new desk. Some plans to kind of highlight the place a little bit.
By the way, the desk is compliments of St. Vincent de Paul Rehabilitation in Portland. A good friend of mine, Dick Wershey, built this over the last week for us. And,
yeah, we really appreciate that. That's you did a fine job. Fresh paint on it just today.
And yes, Dick, as I promised, I'll get you Clyde Drexler and the entire Blazer team's autographs here in just a couple days as soon as we go have dinner with them.
Right, sure.
At Clyde Drexler's house.
At Drexler's house, right before the playoffs start.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah, right. Not! Anyway. We're going to start tonight by talking a little bit about the Portland Winterhawks. Kevin's got a little bit of information he wants to share with us about their win over Kamloops. They clinched the Western Conference Championship against Kamloops 4-1.
They swept. What was it? Tri-Cities.
Swept Tri-Cities
in 4 games, 4 games to 0. And now, last night, they clinched the Western Division Championship from the Kamloops Blazer with a score of 6-2. That was at the Memorial Coliseum last night. The Winterhawks will now go to Swift Current, Canada, where they'll take on the Swift Current Broncos for the Memorial Cup. Just like I was telling Mark, the Winterhawks were the first team to ever win the Memorial Cup from the Canadians. They brought the Memorial Cup down here a couple of years ago, and Portland Winterhawks took it. They lost it last year, and hopefully again this year they can take it from Swift Current Broncos. From what I understand, Swift Current Broncos are rated #1 in the United States for an amateur team, for an amateur hockey team. And our Portland Winterhawks are rated #4. It's going to be an interesting matchup. I think after what I seen last night, the Portland Winterhawks may just decide to take the Memorial Cup away from Swift Current again.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I was reading here earlier. I didn't know it, but last night, this afternoon, I found out that Kamloops Blazers are the Memorial Cup defending champions. So they've lost the Memorial Cup for this year.
Good.
And we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully Portland Winterhawks can take it away from Swift Current.
Swift Current. That would be great to see. At least one championship in Portland this year.
Exactly. We may have 2 with the Blazers, but
it would be nice. And there's still a chance. We're going to go. Now that we've done a little bit of hockey, we're going to go through the scores from last night's action. Start with basketball. Winners Phoenix over San Antonio by a score of 99-97. Orlando whips Atlanta 104-85. Indiana beats Miami 94-88. Dallas avoiding being the worst team in NBA history by beating one of the hotter teams right now, Houston, by a score of 128-123. Charlotte nips Milwaukee 108-106, and the Lakers take care of Sacramento 125-107. Moving over to baseball, pro baseball in the American League, Texas big winners over Milwaukee 15-4. Toronto takes care of Chicago 10-4. Detroit, this looks pretty bad. This looks like a bad football score, 17-1 over Minnesota.
No!
1 point for
isn't that kind of like a Super Bowl that we saw this year? I don't know.
Baltimore over Kansas City 6-5. Cleveland over Oakland 10-3. California took care of Boston 8-5, and New York over Seattle 1-0 in the National League. Cincinnati, another one of those bad football scores, 15-5 over Chicago. San Francisco losing to Montreal 6-1. The Dodgers losing again. Philadelphia beating them 7-3. No real big news there. I mean, the Dodgers are just not one of the better teams anymore. They've struggled in the last couple of years. Houston over Pittsburgh 8-4. San Diego 5-3 winners over New York. Florida got the best of Colorado in the battle of the two expansion teams, 2-1. And here's another bad football score. Atlanta over St. Louis 11-0 in baseball. They blanked them. Stanley Cup playoffs, while we're on the subject of hockey a little bit there, the New York Islanders take care of Washington 4-3. Buffalo over Boston 6-5. And Montreal over Quebec 3-2. Pacific Coast League baseball, Portland winners over Tacoma 2-1. That's going to do it for last night's sports scores. We're going to open up the phone lines tonight. We're going to let people talk a little bit about the Winterhawks. Big victory against Kamloops, and we'll talk a little bit about pro basketball. The playoffs are coming up. Who do you think is going to win the playoffs? And we're going to talk a little bit about last Thursday night's game between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Phoenix Suns. There was a very controversial play at the very end of that game that cost the Blazers a victory. Even though that game did not mean anything to either team, as far as playoff standings was concerned, it would have been a moral victory, I think, for Portland. They would have won the series from Phoenix this year's regular season series 3-2. Instead, they go 2-3 against Phoenix this year. Psychologically, what does that do to the Blazers? I think it makes them a tougher team. I think it's a game that will be remembered if and when they get into the second round of the playoffs against Phoenix. I think that will have a psychological advantage for the Blazers when they go against Phoenix, knowing that they let one get away up here. So I look for the Blazers to be tough here in the playoffs, Kevin.
I do too. The Blazers have really come a long way since their Utah incident.
Mm-hmm.
They've come out to win most of their.
Get a little feedback there.
Feedback?
Feedback. We can use some feedback. Call in, 397-5886.
That's right, 397-5886.
Thank you.
That number again is 397-5886.
Or 1-800. No 1-800 number.
How about 1-900? 1-900 Sports Rapp.
1-900 Sports Rapp. Hey, we could make some money for the station that way.
Hey, we could. $3 a minute?
$3 a minute. No, $1.95 for the first minute. $2 each for the additional minutes. So.
Sorry, no porn, please.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, our question of the week. We had one last week. Big controversy last week.
Oh yeah, I heard about it all week. Gosh, I got cornered in Red Apple by somebody who asked me how I could dare even think about talking about trading Drexler. It's just. We're not going to talk about that one this week. What is our topic for this week, Mark?
Our question of the night is, should Jake O'Donnell be banned from officiating all Blazer games since he has openly stated that he does not like the Blazers? If you think he should, call 397-5886. If you think he shouldn't, call 397-5886. We'll get you on the air and you can say yes or no or maybe or kick him out of the NBA altogether forever. I don't care.
I think we should after that call they did on the Blazers. You know, I worked with a lady up at work that actually got to go to that game, and she was right there in front of where they threw the ball in. She said the ball was not only tapped by Porter, but it was tapped by somebody on Phoenix Suns too, and got to Barkley, and Barkley of course put it up and won the game.
Yeah.
But you know. You can't really see it just by watching the tapes that were made of that night's game.
Right.
But if you were there and live and seeing it, you could actually see the ball come off of Porter's fingertips. Yeah. And the clock should have started right there.
Yeah.
So.
But it didn't, and as a result, the Blazers lost. And Jake O'Donnell, that wonderful referee who nobody in Portland likes, made that call and
one who carries a grudge against Portland.
Very much so. He has openly admitted he does not like the Portland Trail Blazers. He doesn't like coming to Portland at all, I believe, is what he said. So, you know, should he be banned from officiating any Blazer games? Playoff, regular season, anything. Preseason. Even the preseason.
Well, I think anybody who can openly admit, you know, as a referee and say they don't like a particular team should not be allowed to coach no more, because that right there makes them lopsided in their judgments, you know. And Jake O'Donnell, I've watched him before, and he's made a lot of bad calls against Portland Trail Blazers. they've never got a fair shot when he's been refereeing a game.
They really don't.
If you want to mark down my vote, I say get rid of him.
Okay, Kevin says yes.
Yes,
Ben.
one yes.
One yes.
What do you say, Mark?
I say yes, so that's 2.
That's 2.
We haven't even gotten a phone call, and we're 2-0 here, 2-0 here.
397-5886. Call in.
That's right. Call in. Let's talk sports. We've got a lot of topics we can talk about. We can talk about.
We've got this new desk here and no phone calls. So somebody can call and even make a comment on our new desk here.
Sure. How do you like the new look for Sports Rapp?
Eventually, we're going to have a big sign back up here. It says Sports Rapp. And
we have a phone call. All right. First phone call.
All right.
Go ahead, caller.
Go. Hey, I don't think he should be banned because I think the Blazers should just play through it, and I think you guys should just quit complaining about the refereeing because he's not going to make that bad call on purpose, no matter if he likes Blazers or not. He's not going to say,
Oh, now come on. Now we're not whining here. Don't get me wrong. We're not whining. But when somebody openly admits that they don't like a team, to me that's being biased right from the start.
Exactly.
And when you're biased, now referees are supposed to be unbiased and non-judgmental against, for or against either team. When you've got somebody that's openly admitted that he's essentially biased against the Blazers, how can you let him referee a team like that?
well, he's getting paid the bucks. He ain't going to be biased. Once he steps on the court, I don't think he's going to be biased.
He's already admitted he doesn't like the Blazers.
It doesn't matter if he doesn't like the Blazers. He might not like the Blazers, but he's still going to do his best he can on the court, I bet.
Let me guess, you're one that believes that Trojan is perfectly safe too, right?
Huh?
Wait a minute, I believe that.
And you're cool.
No, I think anybody that openly admits to hating a team should never be allowed to coach that team again.
Oh yeah, by the way, nice blue desk.
You like that?
No? Yeah, I do. It's pretty cool. It's pretty rad.
It makes us look a little more professional, I think.
Yeah, it looks more like Channel 6 News or something, you know.
Cool. We're looking like the big boys then.
All I gotta do is get him to wear a suit and a tie like mine. We'll have it made.
It'll never happen. Well,
Yeah, well.
I won't say never. All right, thanks for calling. That's a no.
Definite no vote.
That's a definite no vote. They like the desk, though. So
yeah. Well, that's one.
Yes,
Let's see.
yes
Desk. Desk. One yes.
Keep the desk, yeah. Anyway, 397-5886. We're having some fun here, I think. Yeah,
Another question we have. Do you think the Winterhawks are going to win the national championship? Yes or no? No, that's something to call and talk about. I personally think they will. Say Winterhawks are a tough team.
They definitely are.
As long as Jake O'Donnell isn't refereeing it, I think we'll have a very fair shot at it. It's left to be seen.
They'll win the Memorial Cup. Okay.
397-5886. Pick up the phone and call.
All right. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about, but if you want to get involved with these questions that we're asking, we'd love to hear from you on those. 2 questions we got right now. Do you think the Winterhawks will win the Memorial Cup this year? Yes or no? And do you think Jake O'Donnell should be banned from officiating all Blazer games? Yes or no? We feel he should. Last caller that called in said no. He's not going to be biased when he gets out on the court. I disagree with that. He's biased on and off the court. I think he was almost tracked down and killed by Cliff Robinson the other night after the game.
I think he really should have been too. Because,
it's like my dad said. He says, he says when he comes to town next time, he better hope he's got about 3 bodyguards with him because if he comes to Portland, he's dead man.
If he even thinks about refereeing a state champion, or what a state champion, a national champion game like say if Portland does win the Western Conference champion and go into the finals. If Jake O'Donnell referees that, we have probably absolutely no chance of winning it.
Well, he won't be refereeing every game, though. No. That's the beauty of it. They alternate referees for every game so that the same referee probably will not officiate 2 games in a series. They'll alternate them around to the different individual series throughout the playoffs.
How many referees does the NBA have?
Wow.
Thousands, millions?
No.
100,000s?
I think they're probably around 30, anywhere probably between 36 and 40, maybe more. I really don't know. If anybody out there knows, call in. How many referees does the NBA have? How many good ones? Maybe 3 at the most.
Yeah, at the very most.
Anyway.
397-5886.
That's the number. By the way, while we've got this quiet time here, we're going to make a little plug for Channel 9, a plea, I guess is what it is, a plea for volunteers. If you'd like to come down here and stand behind one of these cameras,
or sit behind this desk.
Sit behind this wonderful brand new desk of ours, or be up in the control room, or whatever, you know. Or if you'd like to shoot some sports for us, or go out and shoot some news stories, we would love to have you down here. We will train you. We've got crash courses every other Saturday from 9 until noon. Come on down, be a part of the Channel 9 experience. We've got another phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Mark, Kevin was talking about how Jake O'Donnell, if he refs, like say if we make it to the finals, this year's finals, how we'd lose. Last year he did ref one of the finals, and I remember he gave a technical on Buck Williams for doing, practically nothing.
Right.
And so I think he should be banned.
I got 4 to 1 here. This is great. I love it.
I got 3 to 1. How'd you get 4 to 1?
Dana wants a vote. So
but does that count?
she says it.
Someone called in.
Oh, someone called in that didn't get on the air, so
Okay.
we have another one.
Okay.
So we're. How do you think the Winterhawks are going to do this year?
I think they'll do pretty good if they get past Swift Current. They'll take them to the Memorial Cup. I think they can do it.
All right. So we have a yes that we think they're going to win the Memorial Cup. So.
And what do you think about our desk?
That looks pretty professional.
You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. Vote for the desk.
Vote for the desk. All right.
Hey, we're moving on the desk.
Good day. I love this. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's about it.
All righty. Well, thanks for calling.
See you later.
All righty. Have a good one.
Another thing we didn't get to talk about, Mark, we hasn't.
Oh, we've got a
check out our
good
desk.
shot of the desk. I like that.
How'd you do at the sports show? Sports card show?
Oh, we had a sports card show yesterday at Village Inn. I went there with one Shaquille O'Neal card to sell and a bunch of good of this year's cards, a lot of this year's cards and some older cards. Started out with a till of about $100, and by the time I left, I had about 38. I didn't make any money, but I did.
Sure had fun spending it, right?
I had fun spending. I got a full set of 91 Fleer rookie sensations. It includes Gary Payton, Dee Brown, Kendall Gill, Derek Coleman, some really good players in that set. I got 6 Shaquille O'Neal cards. I walked in there with 1. I came home with 6. I got a $25 Fleer Ultra Shaquille O'Neal card for $15. Really good deal on that one. I got a Jerry West, an old Jerry West card. I'll have to bring that in next week. I see Kevin's over here looking at the sports section. Oh, we need to show that about the Where's Duckworth cartoon.
Where's that?
Right on the inside page there.
Where's Duckworth?
It says Where's Waldo, and across down it says Duckworth.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
Watch your water there.
Fold it up here.
We're having a good time. That's another thing. What about Duckworth? Is he going to be a factor this year in the
Somebody can get a close-up on
playoffs?
that?
Let's talk a little bit about that too. Is Duckworth going to be a factor in the playoffs this year? It says Where's Duckworth?
What are those, toilet seats or what?
No, that's the Blazer bench.
Oh.
And he's sitting on there.
We have a phone call.
We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller. Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead, speak up.
Huh?
Ah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'd like to talk about the Blazers.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you think the Blazers would make it to the championships?
I
tough
believe that if they're healthy, if Duckworth can get his act together, if Drexler is completely healthy, and they play as a team, I believe that first they'll get past San Antonio for sure. They've got home court advantage for that. There shouldn't be a problem there. In the second round, they will most likely play Phoenix. I believe just by watching the game the other night against Phoenix, played here, even without home court advantage, we're going to play them very tough, with or without Drexler. Because without Drexler, We lost by 1 point. We should have won by 1 point. We're a very strong team right now. We've got a very deep team from 1 to 12. Even guys like Joel Wolf are playing good right now. He's probably the last guy on the bench, and he's playing some pretty good minutes, and he's playing really well. I do believe that Portland will get past Phoenix in 6 games. I believe Portland will go on to the Western Conference Finals, probably against either Houston or Seattle, one of those 2 teams, and I believe they will make it to the finals, yes.
And you know who I want to make to the finals?
Who's that?
That is either the Chicago Bulls, Boston Celtics, or Charlotte Hornets.
You know what I'd love to see the Charlotte Hornets. Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Kendall Gill. They have got some great players on that team, and I think they're going to beat Boston in the first round. Now, whether they get past that second round, though, depending on who they play in the second round, it's going to be tough. But I do believe they'll get past the first round, and if they do, more power to them, because I think they're playing some really good ball right now. I'd love to see the Blazers go against Charlotte in the finals. I think that'd be a great matchup.
Interesting matchup.
It would be a great matchup. I think Portland would be almost assured of a championship.
No, I wouldn't say that. Blazers are good, but they have their moments.
The reason I say that, Kev, is because the fact that they've had previous finals experience. They've had previous experience playing in the finals, whereas Charlotte has not. That's where Portland really hurt themselves the first time they went up against Detroit in the finals a few years back. Detroit had been there the year before. They had the experience. Portland didn't. As a result, they lost. The next time the Blazers were in the finals, they should have beaten Chicago. They didn't.
They should have.
Both teams had the experience. Both teams had at least one finals, one year of experience in the finals. But I think the Blazers will make it to the finals this year. Clyde is as healthy as he has been and as fresh as he has ever been
Yeah, they've
at
been
this time.
sandbagging him too, though.
Well, that may be true, but as a result, he's going to be healthy. The phone caller's still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, how about Jake O'Donnell? You think he should be banned from officiating Blazer games?
Yes.
All right.
What about our desk? How do you like our desk?
Have you seen the desk yet?
Yeah, I see the desk.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, that's
a yes.
3 for the desk.
So what about the Winterhawks? Think Winterhawks are going to take the Memorial Cup this year?
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
We're cooking with gas now.
All right.
Yeah.
Kevin.
What?
Laura, Melissa, and Elizabeth are here, and they'd like to talk to you.
Who?
Laura, the babysitters.
Oh, no.
I think you know who this phone
Kevin.
call is now.
What?
Who do you want to win?
Win what?
Win the game finals.
Finals? Blazer? You mean basketball?
Yeah.
Blazers.
Blazers all
Blazers
right.
suck.
What?
Next caller. She said the Blazers suck. Next caller.
See if I ever pay her again.
Ooh, big threat here.
397-5886 is our number. Please call in.
All right.
Anybody besides my babysitter.
So right now we've got a 5-1 vote on Jake O'Donnell to ban him.
3-0 vote on our desk.
3-0 vote on the desk. We like it.
And a 2-0 on Winterhawks.
All right. So we're cooking here. As Kevin says, we're cooking with gas.
Oh, speaking of other sports, I don't know if this quite has to do with sports. But, today was opening day of trout season.
Trout season.
Trout season.
That's good.
So if you guys have any trout stories you'd like to call and tell us about, 397-5886, we have a phone call.
Go ahead, caller. Oh.
Yeah, I think that Jake O'Donnell should be banned.
Good.
All right, JJ.
We like to hear that. I don't think that's JJ, is it? That's not JJ.
No, not JJ?
That's
Who is
not
this?
JJ.
You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah? What about our desk? You like our desk?
Not really. It looks like somebody made it in their garage.
Made it in their garage.
no
This
desk.
was not made in a garage. This was made in a professional wood shop up in Portland. So that's a 1-0 for
Maybe
us.
it's the
What about the Winterhawks? Think the Winterhawks are going to take the Memorial Cup?
Yeah, I think they'll take it this year.
All right.
Cool.
Anything else?
No.
All righty. Thanks for calling. 397-5886 is the number. Call in, talk sports. We're here talking about Winterhawks, Blazers, Jake O'Donnell, you
And we
name
will
it.
talk about professional wrestling.
Sure, we'll
Hopefully
talk about
Hulk Hogan, hint, 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 Hulk Hogan will call in.
Hulk's a wimp. What? Anyway, so we've got,
Yes. Fine.
what's happening here? Oh, we have a phone call. Go ahead, caller. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I have a question for Kevin.
Oh, go ahead.
What was the question you guys are asking tonight?
We're asking, should Jake O'Donnell be banned from officiating all Blazer games?
Who's Jake O'Donnell?
Jake O'Donnell's a
He's
referee.
a really crappy referee in the National Basketball Association.
Oh, does Kevin know who Jake O'Donnell
Yes,
is?
I know who Jake O'Donnell is.
Yes.
Oh,
He's a referee.
Does Kevin know who the Winterhawks are?
I believe
Aren't they a professional baseball team?
Yeah, those are the
Something like
guys.
that.
Oh.
The Mighty Ducks. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Tanner knows who the Mighty Ducks are.
Gee,
What's
that
wrong,
voice is
Kevin?
really familiar, Kev.
This voice is very familiar. Could this be Claudel?
Who?
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I just signed Tanner up for hockey lessons.
All right.
Cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
He should be good. He
Yeah,
kind of
he's
rises
going
the
to
house.
change his name to Jake O'Donnell, and he's going to be a Winterhawk fan for the Mighty Ducks.
Cool. Sounds good to me. Whatever works for him, you know. I mean, he's a free agent. He can do whatever he wants.
Well, what about our desk? You like our desk?
Hey, yeah, looks like it was made in somebody's garage.
Yeah, that's 2 votes. That's 2 votes for looks like it was made in somebody's garage.
Right.
All right. That's
Well, what about Portland Winterhawks? You think you're going to win the Memorial Cup?
Of course, Big Bad
Do you know what
John
the Memorial?
Duke.
Do you know what the Memorial Cup is?
No,
Who are they going to play? Do you know who they're going to play to win the Memorial Cup?
of course not, but I've watched the Winterhawks.
Swift Current. They're going to go down the river.
They're going to play Wayne Gretzky.
right. And they're going to win.
Five
I
against
heard
one.
Babe Ruth is going to throw the puck in.
I give up.
Can we
Next caller,
can we get
please.
another
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Claudel.
For those
That
of
was
you-
my other babysitter. Being very popular with babysitters tonight.
Oh yes.
397-5886. Call in.
That water's not real popular though.
No, it tastes like Pepsi. Mine does.
Mine tastes like chlorine.
Is that because
Water
you
like
got
chlorine.
it out of the swimming pool out back?
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean the swimming pool up in our control room?
Right.
The jacuzzi.
Right.
Yeah, we got the jacuzzi up in the control room. That's why we need volunteers to fill that jacuzzi. Nah.
Uh,
397-5886. That's the number we got to call. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Jaco should be banned from reffing the Blazer game.
All
right.
right. How about the Winterhawks? You think they're going to win it all this year?
Oh, yeah, I do.
And what about our desk? You like our desk?
Looks like you guys stole it from my garage.
Oops. He found out.
Nice color, though.
We've got what?
Kevin,
Yeah.
how come your head looks so much smaller than the rest of your body on TV?
Next caller, please.
Next caller, please. Boy, we're just having loads of fun tonight, aren't we?
Okay, I'll answer that. It's because my head is not as swollen as Mark Johnson's.
Hey, now wait a minute. Mine's not swollen. It's
No,
just
but it's-
puffed up a little bit. My nose is stuffed and it makes it look bigger. Yeah.
397-5886. Call in.
I
Answer
love
our
this
question.
job. I love this job, I'll tell you. It's not just a job, it's an adventure.
And if it isn't an adventure, it must be fun.
That's right. 397-5886. We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah. I think that Jack O'Donnell should not be banned.
Ooh.
Oh, not.
Why?
Because he's a good ref.
Are you friends with the other guy that called in that said no?
Not really.
Not really?
I don't like him too much.
Ooh.
Oh, let's not start no
let's not
fights.
start any of that.
Don't badmouth nobody.
Don't
What about our
badmouth.
desk? You like our desk?
Not really.
Not really. Why not?
I don't know. Looks ugly.
Looks ugly. You know, I spent 3 hours trying to paint this thing today.
That's right, and I spent 3 hours supervising him, so.
What about the Winterhawks? Think the Winterhawks are going to win the Memorial Cup this year?
Yep.
All right.
All right, big 6-0 on that one. All righty, anything else you want to talk about? Pro baseball, basketball playoffs?
Trout season?
Trout season.
Yep. I think the Cubs are going to win the World Series.
Cubs for the World Series.
Cubs World Series winner.
I haven't been keeping up on baseball too much this year.
I haven't either.
I heard the name Jose Canseco or something like that mentioned today. I don't know, hit another home run.
It could be.
Something
He's
like
on the
that,
tear
so.
this year, I guess. I don't know. My vote for team that's going to win the World Series this year, the Texas Rangers.
Nope.
Yep.
How about the New York Yankees?
Nope.
Okay, that would have been my
Texas has got Nolan Ryan. He's playing his last year. They've got Jose Canseco. I think they're going to do it this year. I think this is the Texas Rangers' year. So, you know, you can disagree with me all you want, but what I say goes because it's my
Okay.
show. Anyway,
Your show.
our show. Well, I'm still producing.
Well, I agree with him all the time, too.
Right,
Most of the time.
Most of the time, except when we disagree.
Movie reviews?
Movie reviews.
Movie reviews.
Thumbs down. Thumbs up. Thumbs
He's
down. Thumbs up.
He's Sickle, and I'm Egbert.
Sickle and Egbert. So, anything else you want to talk about?
Well, not really.
All right.
All right, thanks for calling.
Thanks for
Okay,
calling.
bye.
Have a good one. 397-5886 again. Want to really get the point across here. We need volunteers. I want to make that point very clear. We need volunteers down here. We need people to shoot sports. We need people to shoot news items, everything. We can use you anywhere within the organization, shall we say.
We got a phone call.
Phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Hi.
Hi. Go ahead.
The Winterhawks will win.
All
Winterhawks are
right.
going to win. What about our desk? You like our desk?
Hey, Kevin.
What?
That came out of my garage.
What?
That came out of my garage.
Came out of his garage.
Oh, I know who that is.
Who?
Let me guess. Michael.
No, it's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
Sure.
What,
Yeah,
you
right.
like our desk?
Yeah.
You think Jake O'Donnell ought to be banned from Blazers, refereeing Blazers?
No.
Why not? Put you on
Because
the...
he's rough and tough.
Huh?
Because he's rough and tough.
He's rough and tough?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
He's
a
ugly.
bad referee. A bad judgment call. So,
Bad
we got a no vote. I'll consider that a no
I
vote.
got 7-3 right
I like
now on
the
Jake,
Kings.
so
Yeah.
that's not bad. That's not bad. We still,
I like the Kings, not the Rangers.
Oh, Kings. Hockey.
The
Kings.
Rangers, yuck.
Yeah.
You know.
Why?
Wayne Gretzky.
You don't like Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah, whatever.
Gretzky? You don't like Gretzky?
Gretzky's
You do like
cool.
Oh, you do like Gretzky.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Gretzky's cool.
Yeah, Gretzky's cool. He's good, too.
He is one heck of a hockey player.
I like watching hockey games.
Cool.
Is there anybody else there that wants to talk to us? Maybe
Not right now.
maybe Gary or Greg?
No, they're
Peter,
playing
Jan,
Nintendo.
Marcia?
Hang on,
Bobby.
Marsha? Was that you?
No.
Never mind.
That's enough. We got to go on to another caller now.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
calling in.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.
397-5886. Can't emphasize enough, we do need volunteers here. People to run cameras, do editing, answer phones, character generation, stuff on the computer, everything. You know, we could really use a lot of people down here. We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Mark, Kevin.
Hey,
I
what's
think
happening?
the Cubs and the Rangers just suck, and the Braves are going to win it.
Braves?
As in Atlanta? Give me a
Yeah.
break.
Why do you think that?
Hello?
Hello?
We lost him. Braves in the World Series.
Didn't
Okay.
even get to ask no questions.
That's okay. That's okay.
Maybe next time.
397-5886 is the number to call if you want to talk sports, because this is sports rap, and that's what we're here to do. Rap,
Speaking of sports,
rap-
what about NASCAR?
NASCAR?
NASCAR,
Okay.
going to run at Indy next year.
That's
First
true.
time,
That's
first
true.
time on the Indy track.
That's true. The,
So what do you think about that?
the Brickyard?
We got a phone
400.
call.
Go ahead, caller.
Hey, I think Jake O'Donnell should be able to ref any games anywhere. And I think you guys should stop being so biased because he's going to do his best again. And I think the Cubs are really, really bad. And the Dodgers are going to take it all.
Now, there's a stretch.
And the Dodgers are going to take it all because, yeah, they're number one. Strawberry's going to come back. He's going to hit 40 home runs.
He better hope so. That's the
No,
only
he
way
doesn't.
that's the
And
only
then
way they're
Eric
gonna
Davis
win.
is going to get 30, and he's going to have 60 stolen bases.
They'd better. That's the only way they're going to win. Otherwise, they're going to be in the cellar again like last year.
Maybe, but
I mean, the
doubt
Dodgers
it.
are my favorite team. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see them win, but they're just not playing. They're just not playing like a World Series type team right now. So I don't know. I mean, I'd love to see them win it. You know,
That'd be
they're one of my favorite teams. But them and the California Angels. You know, I like those California teams. But I don't see it happening for the Dodgers this year unless they really get their act together. I know it's early in the
It's
season,
quite a bit early, so
but
can't make
so
your
it's a little early to make predictions about the World Series, I guess. Who's going to win the NBA Finals this year?
Oh, probably not the Blazers because they're quite weak, and the Bulls really are bad too. And I predict New York or Phoenix.
Okay, New York or Phoenix. It's probably a good prediction. I don't think the Blazers are as weak as you think, though. I really
Nah, I
don't.
don't care. I think they're weak.
They've got a deep team. They've been winning games even without Clyde.
So, but they're not.
Against
they're
good
Plus-
teams.
plus the fact
they go in
that-
spurts. They have to make three rounds first. And I don't think they're going to make the 3 rounds. They might do good in the first round, but I don't think they're going to do very good
Plus
in the second.
Plus the fact, you know, they've been sandbagging Clyde Drexler, faking that hamstring injury here, trying to rest up his knee after that surgery. You watch, you know, first game of the playoffs, he's going to be out there. He's going to be real strong. I mean, he's going to be as strong as you've ever seen him, and it could just be enough to do
Put
it.
the Blazers over the top.
It may be.
I think so.
It's
I
left
think
to be
you're right.
seen.
I think you're right. I think they've been saving them for the playoffs, and I think they're going to be tough. I think they'll beat San Antonio. I think they'll beat Phoenix. It'll take 6 or 7 games to beat Phoenix, but I think they will beat them.
Phoenix is going to be real tough for him.
If by chance they do make it to the Western Conference Finals, it's going to be really tough. They're going to have to play with the intensity. I think the main reason I think the Blazers are going to go as far as I say they're going to go is because nobody expects them to. Everybody's expecting Phoenix to be there. Everybody's saying, yeah, you know, Barkley and the Suns, you know, they're awesome. They're going to be the ones that are there. Portland won't do it. I think the pressure is off Portland to have to win it. The pressure is on Phoenix or Seattle to win it.
I don't think Seattle has all that much pressure.
Well, no. Well, they're second. They're the second.
But I don't think they have. I think Phoenix is the one with all the pressure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Phoenix has got all the pressure on them, and I think because of that, Portland can relax a little more, play their kind of game, and not have to worry about the media saying, well, the Blazers are have all the pressure on them to win the NBA championship this year. You know, that's what they said last year. They put the pressure on Portland and Chicago last year, and Portland just couldn't handle the pressure, and as a result, they lost it in 6 games. 6 or 5? 6.
I don't think the Winterhawks are going to take it. I think they're going to lose.
Think they're going to lose to Swift Current?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what about our desk?
I don't like the desk.
You don't like the desk? Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why
I think
not?
it's kind of ugly and blah.
But don't tell me it come out of somebody's back garage or something like that, because it didn't.
No, that one got old about 5 times ago, so I'm not going to say
Thanks.
that.
We appreciate that.
Thank
no.
you.
Well, it doesn't look professional, though.
It doesn't
It's
look
getting
professional?
There. You guys are getting there. 2 thumbs up, though, for
All right.
improvement.
All right. It is an improvement. I agree.
It is.
So,
All right.
anyway.
Hey, do you think the NFL draft went pretty good today?
You know, I didn't even see anything about it. I wish I had, but...
You guys must have been painting that desk.
huh?
Must have been painting that desk all day, huh?
Exactly. That's where we have been.
Yeah, basically. That and
us-
Sunshine Pizza for lunch.
Right. That's about it. You know.
Sucking in all them paint fumes.
That's right.
Arr.
That's why we are the way we are.
All right. Well, see you guys later. Hi, Jeremy. How you doing?
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
397-5886 is the number to call for Talking Sports here on Channel 9. What?
Nothing.
Oh, volunteers?
Volunteers.
I'm getting this subliminal message into my...
Volunteers.
Volunteers. Anyway, we need volunteers. And as soon as I talk about volunteers, about needing volunteers, the phone rings and we get a phone call. So I'm going to say it really quickly. We need volunteers. Everything. jeez, there it is again. We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Hey.
Hey.
I think the Texas Rangers are going to go all the way.
All right.
Because they have a strong offense. I don't think Nolan Ryan is going to be any part of their defense, but I think their offense is where it is because they have Juan Gonzalez. He led the American League last year in home runs.
Jose Canseco.
They have Julio Franco, and
Franco American.
They've got a deep offense. They can play. I mean, these guys are there.
Right on.
I read in a few magazines they're expecting Toronto and Atlanta to go back to the World Series again. I think
that would be interesting.
They should get it right. I mean, Atlanta has just as much of a chance as repeating as they did last year, but they need to get their pitching in order to actually make the cut. The Cubs are a good team, but I don't know. They're just since they lost Greg Maddux, I don't know. They had a couple of good games earlier on, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Now the Mariners have a new look this year. They've got Lou Piniella as their manager. He's brought in a bunch of good players. They still have Ken Griffey Jr. Randy Johnson is a pitcher. I have a brother by the name of Randy Johnson.
Yeah, Mariners are a pretty sweet-looking team this year. I don't know too much about this Lou Piniella thing. There's a lot of hype in the radio ads and everything about it, you know.
Well, he's a former Reds manager. He was there with Pete Rose for years.
Right. He played for the Yankees. He was a good player himself, or so. But
he's a fairly good manager as well. He managed the Reds to a lot of winning seasons. So.
Right. But they got a good pick with Chris Bosio. He just got a no-hitter for him the other day, and he used to play for my favorite team, and I was kind of pissed off that they lost him. But if he would have been playing for the Brewers, I don't think he would have probably wouldn't have got that. But he is a good pitcher, and he was 0-1 when he came out and got his no-hitter. But other than that, the Mariners might be in contention. I think they're like 8-5 right now, or 8-6.
It's not bad. They're over 500 anyway.
Yeah, but last year they were like on the bottom of the pile. So
they're improving already.
Right.
What about Jake O'Donnell? You think he should be banned from officiating Blazer games?
I think we should find out where he lives and burn his damn house
I think we'll take that as a yes. All right. Good answer.
I think we should seriously get a note of everybody that lives in Oregon and like send it to David Stern and have the guy run out of the country on a rail. I mean, the guy. I watched the finals last year and I was really pissed off about that Bulls game that he was in. I mean, the guy just. I don't know. Buck Williams should have. I mean, Buck Williams should have slapped the guy upside the head and took the ejection.
Or at least file a protest against him.
Well, protest is nothing. I mean,
yeah, I know.
I think the answer here would be to trade for Charles Barkley. Get Barkley up here. Barkley likes all those fines. Now you just punch Jake O'Donnell out. You know, there's the answer right there.
Oh, just draft Evander Holyfield for.
Oh yeah.
Or Hulk Hogan. How about Hulk Hogan?
I don't know about Hulk Hogan. I think that maybe they should get like the current heavyweight champion in there. You know, he could go a few rounds with Jake O'Donnell.
If he can't play basketball, I mean, at least he can beat up the referees.
Right. Use the referees basketball.
We could probably use him as a power forward. You know, I mean that would be sweet. I mean, he doesn't have to jump too right. Just needs to be an elbow. You know,
what do you mean foul? There's no blood.
I don't know.
No blood, no foul. What about the Winterhawks? Do you think they'll take the Memorial Cup this year?
I have no idea. I follow hockey. I follow hockey, but I don't know. I haven't had a chance to see the statistics on the Steel Freeze or Stillwater or whatever the hell it's called.
Swift Current is currently ranked #1 in the
in amateur hockey.
In amateur hockey.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about amateur. I mean, not the team where the ranking is. I'm talking about the personal statistics, the statistics of the individual players. That's what really counts when you're going into something like this.
Not really.
Actually,
I look at it like this. I look at it as last night the Winterhawks stated in the post-game show that they are they played as a team, and there was no one person that could actually be picked out to say, oh yeah, this person here won the game for us. That wasn't the case. They all played as a team last night, and I think that's what you're going to have to look at is the team efforts, the team statistics, not just an individual statistic.
Right. But that's the Winterhawks. orthodoxy. The other team, you got to see who's healthy, who's not healthy, how they're playing, what kind of percentage they have, how many goals they scored, are they able to play, you know, are they having trouble with the girlfriend? I mean, you got to think like stuff like this, you know. What's the attitude of the coach, you know?
Right.
It's a lot of mindset going on here, you know. If people, are they mentally prepared to play the game, you know, stuff like that, you know. When you think about with this kind of a game, I mean, hockey is a pretty rough game. I mean, even though that, you know, they got a woman coming in that might be coming into the NHL in a few years, is currently playing in the International League right now. But
Really?
but
Who's that?
She was a goalie down there in Florida.
Man named Brianna. Well, she got a tryout with the Tampa Bay Lightning or whatever they're called.
Didn't she get a start in the very first game?
No, she got a tryout. But now she's playing for oh man, I forgot what team she's playing for. She got a start with the International League, a team in the International League, and that was like a first.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see her up in National Hockey League.
Yeah,
Well, she's not in she has a contract, I think, or some kind of a limited contract with the NHL team, the Tampa Bay. But other than that, right now she's trying to get the experience in the international leagues. Cause that's kind of like the CBA of the, you know, like with the NBA. That's like the CBA. It's where, you know, people like Lamont Struthers go to play and get better, maybe, you know. Have you guys heard anything about the NFL draft today?
I have not. I didn't keep up with it.
I was at work today. I couldn't watch it. In the end, the NFL draft was like 9 o'clock in the morning on ESPN.
I wasn't even up at 9. Well, I wasn't even up at 9 o'clock this morning.
Well, back to baseball, though, guys. The California's playing right now, and I think they're playing against Atlanta. I'm not really sure about that, but Atlanta is. And look for Atlanta and Detroit this year. They're just ripping it up. They got like I hear pages fumbling here.
Yeah, that's Kevin.
There's some team statistics in the very back of that, and Detroit has like about 110, maybe 118 runs scored already, where on the average other teams in the ball league have about maybe 54 to 62 runs average themselves scored. But other than that, Detroit is doing pretty good.
Alrighty, anything else you want to say?
Hey, the desk looks great. Yeah, you can hardly see the smudges from here, you know.
Smudges. Hey, this looks really good up close.
Well, since I watched you guys paint it, you know, I figured maybe, you know.
Now I know who that is. I know who that is now.
Yeah. Well, other than that, it looks great on TV. I think you need to get some plants underneath it, you know, maybe.
I told you.
Where's that plant?
I told you. Mark said it looked like a jungle.
You guys got a plant off to the side. Where is it, you know? But you need maybe some green coming up underneath it. And
maybe some blood running down the side or something.
Blood running down the side, yeah. Sure, there we go.
I don't know.
All right.
Oh, there's a plant right there.
Yeah,
I see it. There it is.
And here's our lovely fake plant.
And the fake plant.
And we have one over on the other side, too.
Hey, if it's green,
okay, here we go. There we go. You want green? You want green? You got green, okay? There was that.
Hey.
You wanted plantage, we have plantage.
All right, well, I got to get going, you guys. I'm going to keep watching and listen to other people here and see what they have to say. You guys take her easy.
All right,
take care.
Thanks for calling.
Somebody wanted plantage, we have plants.
We have plants.
Kind of dusty, but it is a plant.
Anyway,
that's enough of the plant.
Right.
Let's get it out of here.
Thank you. I was really
enough roughage for one day.
Right, I've gotten my roughage today.
397-5886.
Call and talk sports with us here on Sports Wrap. We've got about 10 minutes to go.
Let's try the volunteer thing.
Actually,
again.
15 minutes to go.
Let's try the volunteer thing.
The volunteer?
Again.
Nope.
We've got a phone call.
Forget about it.
Yeah. Every time we want a phone call, we'll talk about volunteers.
Right. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Hello. Go ahead.
Do you film Kiwanis games for basketball?
We could.
We could if we had more volunteers.
Because we could record some of them and send them in.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we'll put them on the air if you got somebody that can tape them or somebody, parents that tape them on VHS.
You mean like baseball games?
Yeah, baseball and basketball.
Major League Baseball?
No, Kiwanis. The Kiwanis League stuff.
Major League, minor leagues.
Right, minors and.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, if there's people out there that tape it, have them send us a copy and we'll put it on the air.
Okay.
We'll use segments of it in our show.
Yeah.
What we need now is one of those news things where we can put a picture right here between us.
Actually, we do have that.
We do?
We have that on our mixer.
We're going to have to try it one of these days.
JJ, can you show them the little picture within a picture?
Put a picture right here, JJ.
Oh, he's going to put up a
Put it right here, JJ.
Put it right in between us, JJ.
Right in between us.
We'd really love to see that.
See if you can do that. While we're waiting for that, we're going to talk about volunteers.
Go ahead. Put the picture within a picture up, JJ. Right in between us, like they do
on the real news. JJ.
Right, like they do on the real news. Anything, we don't care. Just put it in between us. Go ahead, caller. I like that.
What?
Oh, that's even better.
Hey, how's that?
Perfect.
All right. See, then we could put something else in there.
What about Jake O'Donnell? Do you think he ought to be banned from refereeing Blazers?
Yeah, I think he should be shot.
Peace, man. Oh, there we go.
Oy vey.
Oh, wait a minute. No, we had a hand here somewhere. Where'd the hand go? What about our desk? You like our desk?
Yeah, I like it.
Did he say yes?
Yes, he said yes.
Okay.
You like our desk? And Winterhawks, you think they're going to win the... What?
It needs a paint job.
What do you mean it needs a paint?
We just painted
the thing today.
What about the Winterhawks? Think you're going to win the Memorial Cup? Just drop my pen.
No, I don't think so.
Don't think so. Okay.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Okay, thanks.
Next caller, 397-5886.
Go ahead and get your pen. 397-5886. We really need volunteers, so I know we're going to get a phone call right now. We need you to come down here.
Mark, I've never seen you
cameras.
Underneath the desk. Quite interesting.
Run cameras. Do character generation on the computer. Run the mixer, audio and video mixer. Answer telephones. You name it. We can put you to work doing it. I knew we'd get a phone call out of that. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, Macho Man! Caller!
How you doing, Macho Man?
I'm back. I'm feeling all right. Thank you very much, Kevin.
Hey, cool.
Good to hear from you, Macho Man.
Yeah. Always good to hear from the Macho Man, yeah.
Right on. So how are things in the wrestling world, Macho Man?
They're okay. I got a little thing I want to tell you here, okay?
Okay.
If you keep dropping hints that you want me to call, at least get the name right, okay? Hulk Hogan is not gonna call you.
Why not?
His schedule's a little busy, and myself, I got nothing better to do.
Well, maybe we can get Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake? I don't think so.
Anyway.
He's kind of busy. He's not in professional wrestling anymore, at least not in the WWF.
Huh. Now I was wondering about that. I hadn't seen him lately.
Yeah, a lot of people have been disappearing. I don't know why.
I don't know. The Hulkster's back, though.
Yeah, he's back. He's kind of like Ross Perot, though. He wants to retire, go back. It kind of worries me myself.
We have Ross Perot here in the studio.
You're going to try and get me to do my Ross Perot.
Go for it, buddy.
Oh, I don't want to, damn it. Well, see, that's about as much as I'm going to do.
That was pretty wild, Kevin.
Yeah, it was. That's about as far as I get. Mark does a good Bill Clinton impression.
Well, my name is Bill Clinton, and I say that it's not my fault that David Koresh blew up that. I can't do it now. It's just not in me right now.
Well, it was a good try.
Well, it was a good.
How about the George Bush?
Well, gotta do that David Koresh thing. He burned down that their place down there in Waco. You know Waco.
That's right. They burned it down, damn it. They burned it right down to the ground.
Now, Ross, you know what Waco stands for?
What does Waco stand for?
We ain't coming out.
Oh boy, we're gonna have barbecue tonight.
Am I crazy? I thought I was talking to Kevin Thornton and Mark Johnson.
No, you're talking to H. Ross Perot and Bill Clinton.
George Bush.
Well,
that sports rap thing, loving it, doing that. It's good.
Very scary.
What about this Jake O'Donnell character? Do you think he ought to be what am I talking about? Banned from refereeing the Blazers?
Jake O'Donnell, well, I'll tell you something about him. Talked to him the other day, and
the man myself. He shouldn't be biased against any team. He should do his job or get the hell out. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Him, the tool man.
Are you still there?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Macho Man.
So that's a vote for having band?
Yeah, shift that boy out.
All right.
Hey, what about the Winterhawks? You think the Winterhawks is going to win the Memorial Cup this year?
The Winterhawks, never heard of them.
Hockey team, pro hockey, or
Amateur
hockey team in.
That might have been why. I haven't been following too much.
Okay, we'll put down don't know for you there.
Don't know.
Don't know.
What about our desk? You think we ought to keep it or throw it away, or do you like it?
Desk, yeah. I like a little more color in my things, you know. Should have made it multicolor, yeah.
It's 2 colors. That's multicolors.
That's right. We have to.
More than that, it's 2 different shades of blue, my man.
Yeah, but they're 2 different shades, though.
That's right. That's right.
By the way, like the plant, put it back.
Put the plant back. Gross Macho Man.
I'm not going to reach down there and grab the plant again.
Macho Man's going to come down and beat you
Talking a
up.
little slamming action. Come on, put the plant back.
We don't want him slamming you through this brand new desk, Kev.
Thank you very much. Yeah, like that green right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, somebody took credit for my voice last weekend. Didn't like that too much.
Oh, who took credit for it?
Mark Johnson rings a bell. Oh, yeah. What was that?
Not me. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, say hello to God for me.
Oh, God. God's not here right now.
Well, I'm sure he'll be on later.
Oh, there's God right there messing around with our TV.
Is it? Must be magic. Yeah.
Hey, now that's
Hey,
me,
watch
man.
this.
That's me, man. I'm magic.
What's your face doing in the plant?
I'm checking for aphids.
Here.
Checking the fescue
We'll
for
reach up here
aphids.
and we'll reach up here. We'll reach right here and.
Oh, do-do-do.
I don't know.
Hey, ladybug. Anyway.
Boy, I'm getting awful small.
Macho Man.
Bug eater, what's going on?
Macho Man, we're about a few minutes away from wrapping this baby up. I think we'd probably like to get at least one more phone call if we could.
One more phone
I'd
call.
like to do that for you, okay.
Well, thanks a lot, Macho Man, for calling in. Call next week.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye now.
Do what?
Oh, okay. She wants a yes on the Winterhawks and a yes on the desk.
Okay. I'm getting rid of the plant.
Plant goes.
Plant goes. 397-5886 is our number.
We got time.
We got a phone call? That's the last one. This is the last one.
Last phone call tonight. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, hello. I think Jack O'Donnell should not be banned from refereeing
Okay.
Blazers.
It's Jake O'Donnell, not Jack.
Well,
Who cares?
Jake, Jack, same guy.
Okay.
Why do you think he ought to keep refereeing? Do you think he's fair?
kind of, I think the Blazers are just kind of wussy. I don't know.
Now, I've seen, he officiated the Bulls and the Knicks today, and he made some crappy calls there, too. You know, it's not just the Blazers that he's refereeing bad against. It's the Bulls, it's the Knicks, it's probably the Suns, it's probably the Charlotte Hornets and the Boston Celtics. It's every team in the league.
Right.
This guy doesn't know how to referee. He never has, he never will.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe.
That's my opinion, you know.
Yeah,
But,
I was actually calling to ask you a question.
okay.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Van Damme or Chuck Norris?
Ooh.
Van Damme, all the way. He's already beat Chuck Norris I don't know how many times.
Has he really?
Yeah, they used to spar together. In fact, Van Damme used to be a sparring partner for Chuck Norris. And Van Damme one day all of a sudden just jumped up and beat the crap out of Chuck Norris.
Wow.
Chuck Norris hit him a little too hard and he jumped up and just beat him. Real bad. Real bad. So I'd say Van Damme all the way.
I'd have to go with Jean-Claude Van Damme myself.
All right, me too.
Yeah, he's pretty wild when he gets out there and starts
Van
fighting.
Damme.
Yeah, and I was also going to ask questions. Do you think when you're on TV, it puts on weight?
Absolutely not. No way.
How could you even ask such a question?
I
Right.
think you guys look skinnier.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
It's the color. It's the color scheme.
I think you guys look real good.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you like our desk?
What do you think of the desk?
I like it with the plant better.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing the plant back up.
That's all right.
What about the Winterhawks?
In our way.
What about the Winterhawks? You think they're going to win the Memorial Cup this year?
All the way.
All the way. All right.
Right on. This is great.
Who do you think's going to win the World Series?
The Cubs.
Cubs? Another Cubs vote. Ooh.
So we got 2 votes for the Cubs, 2 for Texas, 1 for the Dodgers, and 1 for the Braves.
Well,
Okay.
I'll have to be leaving you guys now.
All right.
Alrighty.
Thanks a lot for calling.
We're going to wrap this baby up. That was the final phone call. No more phone calls. Thanks to Kevin Thornton for being here tonight. My crew, Dana Olson, Paul Williamson, Rocky Martinez, Ted Gross, J.J. Wright. Love you guys. You guys are the greatest crew in the world.
We want to remind people out there, as a public service announcement, please don't drink and drive.
Do not drink and drive.
And just say no to drugs.
And also, I do want to say we need volunteers. I can't emphasize it enough. Come on down, be a volunteer. Good night, everybody.
Good show.